Well, it's March, so I'm wondering how those New Year plans are coming along. Back in January, everything felt possible, didn't it? Fresh sketchbooks, clean canvases, lots of plans. This year, I'm going to paint every day, or I'm finally going to master color temperature. It's now March, and it's like hearing a door open behind you. You turn around in surprise, and standing there with a menacing glint in the eye is that darn promise you made to yourself. Well, some of those plans are working, but others might be wobbling a little, and some, they've quietly disappeared. But that's not failure, that's just reality. As artists, we often confuse enthusiasm with sustainability. January gives us enthusiasm, but March shows us what's sustainable. So maybe you missed a few days, maybe a bad painting knocked the wind out of your sails, and maybe life simply stepped in. Family, work, energy, responsibilities. The question isn't, did I fail? The question is, what now? March is not about starting over, it's just about adjusting. We're going to do it in an intelligent and gentle fashion. Today I want to talk about keeping the fire going, not dramatic resolutions, just small, steady, practical steps that's going to keep you pushing forward. Now, especially for us painters, the reality check can be a bit painful. When the results don't match the effort and motivation drops very quickly as a result, painting every day can leave you feeling fatigued. Unfinished paintings make you feel guilty. And why can't you get your paintings on Instagram like all those other artists? This self-defeating loop of thinking is reinforced with ideas like maybe you're just delusional about your painting. Believe me, I had that problem. 10 years ago, I was thinking, how could I possibly do this full time? I must be crazy. And then you think, after 10 years, why aren't I knocking out masterpieces all the time? What have I been doing? Others are saying, well, I've been painting all my life and I'm still struggling with this. I can't get the values right, or color temperature is a complete mystery. I've abandoned many paintings in my time and I've doubted everything. And every time I feel like I'm on top of a certain technique, I go and mess up the next painting. You only get to see the things that I have finished, and I'm happy to show you. Okay, so everybody is in the same boat as far as that's concerned. Work in progress or the abandoned painting, that's just part of the process. The only thing that's required of you and me is that we keep trying. We have to show up, do something, let inspiration find you working, Picasso once said, and I really think that is one of the most important quotes. So let's get on to something practical, a practical solution. How do we get March back on track? It's about micro goals. Instead of saying, I'm going to paint every day, just be more specific and say, I'm going to paint 20 minutes this week. That 20 minutes is going to be blocking in big shapes for a landscape. It's going to be a 6 by 8 inch panel, and I'm going to use one color. Maybe I'm just going to use one big brush. Either way, it's going to get done, and then I will look to the next thing. But until that 20-minute study is done, nothing else matters. Maybe send a picture of that into a group that you belong to. Share it on social media if that's your thing as well. Or just move on to the next little 20-minute study and get that done. This is a much simpler and doable way to go about things. So some days are about planting the seeds, others are about caring and watching, and then one day it's time to reap the harvest. All of these little studies will add up. There's also no guilt. It's very important for us. Guilt is the thing that we use to beat ourselves up when we feel behind or you're not feeling talented enough. Instead, have a look at asking yourself, what did I do? What improved? What was difficult? and have no judgment about any of those observations. Just observe, figure out what needs attention. If you see something that looks great, maybe the trees in your landscape, you really like how those turned out. Take a moment and just observe what you did there. What does it look like? What do you like about it? What are the colors? The shapes? How did you figure something out? Was it the brushwork? Take that observation and replicate it in some way with another small study. Focus on the trees, and you won't repeat it exactly like a perfect copy. That's never going to happen, but you're going to take a lot of that technique and you're going to do it in a slightly different way. But it's all going to form part of that important muscle memory. And that's how we get long-term skills. It's also about maturing as an artist. This approach where you consider and conserve your energy, you're more respectful to how you use your energy. You realize that you've got to adjust depending on circumstances. If your confidence is feeling low this week, do small studies. Return to familiar subjects. It's important to realize what needs to be done depending on your energy and how you feel. If the time is right, paint something a bit bigger. If you don't have much time, paint something small. Focus on values, focus on big shapes. The plan is not to quit, it's simply to think like a professional. A professional shows up, gets things done. It doesn't mean it's a gallery piece, it doesn't mean it's some big exhibition. It's the little steps, just showing up and believing that it's all going to add up, and then one day it's the harvest, and then you get to enjoy the fruits of all of that labor. So March is a reset time, and a reset could look like just taking time to review what did you say you were going to do, and then remove that which is unrealistic, and then reduce those goals, get them to something that you're more comfortable with, and you're going to be able to get those done. And then you can recommit, but focus on 30 days. It's not about the entire year. Don't chase 10 improvements, just pick one. Pick one that you can do over the next 30 days. And that simplicity is going to be more practical, more realistic. So don't give up or don't redesign the entire year. Just pick those small goals, get them done this month. April is another month, and maybe April is just one 6x8 study, maybe one 20-minute exercise each week. That's perfect. Keep on with that. Don't let yourself down by giving up. Now, if you have friends that might have the same problem, share this video with them. It might be helpful to them. And remember, I've got a free course for you up here, and I've got a free magazine subscription where we focus on this problem come around March each year, and we need to reset and refocus. So there's a lot in our latest magazine that's going to help and inspire you. Get your free subscription in the link below. And of course, subscribe to this channel. There's plenty of videos coming up, lots of interesting painting lessons, techniques, and ideas that are going to get you excited about your painting. Well, until next time, I'm going to leave you to focus on setting up your 20-minute painting exercise. And until next time, cheers for now.